President Rodrigo Duterte has presented
Vice President Leni Robredo said that
presidential fourth runner and former Senator Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr.
the Commission on Elections or COMELEC
Employment in the Philippines declined by 6.4%.
Early registration for academic year 2022-2023.
2 suspects identified as members of the Basag Salamin crime group were arrested.
The Commission on Elections, the COMELEC, is set to send vote counting machines.
Singer actor Ronnie Liang has achieved another milestone in his life.
Bringing you the top stories for tonight, I am Alvin Pelobello.
and I'm Tricai Gajitos. Welcome to Eurotv News Tonight. Your news, our business.
Good evening, bringing you top stories for tonight. My name is Alvin Pelobello.
And I'm Tricai Gajitos. Welcome to Eurotv News Tonight. Your news, our business.
For the headlines, the Philippine Health Department has seen a rise in severe critical COVID-19 cases by August.
11 cities in Metro Manila show continued increase in COVID-19 cases.
Metro Manila is now under moderate risk classification for COVID-19, says Octa Research.
Department of Justice eyes digitized prison records by 2023.
And Netflix greenlight Squid Game reality competition will begin. The country's number of severe and critical COVID-19 cases might increase by August because of the waning immunity and reduction in the compliance to the health protocols, according to the Department of Health. At the present, there are 489 severe and critical COVID-19 cases nationwide. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergere noted that this scenario can still change. Vergere urged all eligible Filipinos to complete their vaccination, especially the booster doses.
The Department of Health said 11 cities in Metro Manila have shown a continuous increase in COVID-19 cases in recent weeks. The DOH enumerated the cities as Makati, Parañaque, San Juan, Mandaluyong, Muntinlupa, Las Piñas, Pasig, Manila, Quezon City, Marikina, and Valenzuela. The DOH also said despite the continued increase, cases remain low with average daily attack rates ranging from less than 1 case to up to 3 cases per 100,000 population among these areas.
Metro Manila's risk classification for COVID-19 has moved from low to moderate risk, according to the independent research group Octa today. Octa fellow Dr. Guido David disclosed this morning that Metro Manila's average daily attack rate is projected to breach 1 and it's currently at 0.99. Meanwhile, amid the reported rise in COVID-19 cases as well as the threat of COVID-19 subvariants, the Interagency Task Force has decided to keep Metro Manila under the Alert Level 1 status until June 30.
The Department of the Interior and Local Government is consulting with its legal team in a bid to keep local government units from defying national policies, including the matter of using face masks outdoors. Interior Secretary Eduardo Año said today that the agency is consulting their legal team for their next move to ensure that this practice will stop. Further, Año stressed that the Philippine National Police will continue to confront and, if necessary, arrest those who are hard-headed.
And a separate story, detained Senator Laila De Lima was not surprised but instead frustrated with the intention of Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara to continue her prosecution despite recent recantation of the witnesses against her. De Lima even called that it's worthless and abstential review, as he called Guevara playing safe to defend President Rodrigo Duterte. On Tuesday, Guevara said he won't drop remaining cases of the outgoing senator who spent almost of her entire term in detention in relation to the dog trade inside the New Bilibid prison. De Lima is likewise well known as the critic of Duterte.
All prison records called carpeta of persons deprived of liberty nationwide are expected to be fully digitized in 2023, according to Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara. To be digitized are prison records at the Bureau of Corrections, Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, the Board of Pardons and Parole, and the Parole and Probation Administration. Guevara said the project will start this month of June and may be finished in 8 months.
Meanwhile, the National Bureau of Investigation has filed a subpoena against former Presidential Commission on Good Government or PCGG Commissioner Ruben Carranza in relation to libelous posts made against incoming National Security Advisor Professor Clarita Carlos. The complaints filed against 5 personalities, including 2 political analysts, historian, a lawyer, and another netizen. The NBI is now studying the complaints and posts made by the said personalities. However, Carranza is currently based overseas, but the 4 remaining personalities named in the complaint of Carlos as being assessed by the NBI.
The Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines is promoting a community-based mental health program for those suffering from depression and other mental health issues. CBCP Healthcare Ministry Executive Secretary Father Dan Cancino said the program seeks to focus on the mental health condition of the public, especially those who are experiencing depression, anxiety, and other mental problems. According to Father Cancino, the pandemic has caused a rise in the incidence of mental health issues, especially among the youth. Stay tuned for more stories as Eurotv News Tonight returns.
At magpapakuna, magsayawan, pagpulitas na. Tayo'y magpapakuna. Let's spread the good vibes sa bayan. Tayo'y magsama-sama. Let's get back for good vibes, kababayan.
Let's bakuna na para sa pamilya at komunidad. Magpa-booster para sa todong proteksyon.
The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas is confident that the stagflation is an immediate risk to the economy. BSP Governor Benjamin Jocno said that a steady upturn in credit activity, ample domestic liquidity, and an improving market condition will help boosting the activity of the economy. The BSP will remain vigilant over emerging price and output conditions and will undertake necessary actions to ensure monetary policy setting, said Jocno.
The Department of Agriculture has defended its decision to import fish, saying it would create a steady supply and ensure food security. The DA has disregarded the objection of Pambansang Lakas ng Mamalakayan ng Pilipinas, arguing that this could affect local fisherfolks. Pamalakaya insisted that prices of local products may drop as they are still battling with a sustained increase in fuel products. However, the DA has reiterated that importing is important so that they can fill in projected 90,000 metric tons of fish deficiency for this year.
In other stories, the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority has inaugurated a repair station for motorcycles and bicycles along EDSA. The MMDA said that the repair station was located at EDSA Quezon Avenue flyover. The repair station is open at 5 a.m. until 9 p.m., which offers basic repairs and vulcanizing with trained personnel who can help motorcycle riders and bikers down on the road. Another repair station is located at Rojas Boulevard in Manila.
The Department of Transportation said the Metro Rail Transit Line 3 has exceeded pre-pandemic levels. The DOTR said the railway has carried 200,000 to 250,000 passengers per day before the pandemic has started. The DOTR added that the railway has recorded 370,000 ridership per day, as the agency still expects this number to increase. The government's free ride is extended until June 30, but according to the agency, it's up for the next administration to continue the Libreng Sakay program of outgoing President Duterte.
A 5.1 magnitude quake had shaken the Ilocos Sur and nearby provinces, according to Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PHIVOLCS, early this morning. PHIVOLCS said an earthquake was reportedly jolt the said areas at 2:08 in the afternoon, with the epicenter located at 63 kilometers northwest of Candon City and with a depth of 14 kilometers. The tectonic quake has brought intensity 4 in Candon and San Esteban in Ilocos Sur, intensity 3 in Vigan City, Ilocos Sur, Pinili, Ilocos Norte, Sudipen and Bangar in La Union, and Bolinao and Alaminos City in Pangasinan. Intensity 2 in Sinait, Santa Cruz, and Santa Lucia in Ilocos Sur, Bacara, Ilocos Norte, and San Juan, La Union. Intensity 1 is felt over Baguio City, Itogon, Benguet, and Pasukin, Ilocos Norte. Stay tuned for more stories as Eurotv News Tonight. We'll be right back.
Magsayawan pag fully vaxxed na. Tayo'y magpabakuna. Let's spread the good vibes sa bayan. Tayo'y magsama-sama. Let's get vaxxed for good vibes, kababayan.
Let's bakuna na para sa pamilya at komunidad. Magpa-booster para sa todong proteksyon.
Weather updates: a generally fair and warm weather will prevail across the country due to the reach of high pressure area and easterlies, according to State Weather Agency Pag-asa today.
At pagkulog sa bahagi ng Davao Region,
to affect the eastern parts of the Visayas and Mindanao, while the ridge of high pressure area prevails in the northern and central Luzon. Pag-asa warned residents of Metro Manila and the rest of the country to brace the possible flash floods or landslides during the severe rain showers that brought by localized thunderstorms.
The World Health Organization said Europe remained the epicenter of the global monkeypox outbreak, which posed a real risk with more than 1,500 cases reported in the region. Earlier, the WHO announced it would hold an emergency meeting next week to determine whether to classify the outbreak as a public health emergency of international concern. The WHO warned that the risk was increasing as summer had arrived with tourism, various pride events, music festivals, and other mass gatherings planned across the region. A panel of experts convened by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration unanimously recommended COVID-19 vaccines for children under 5, the final age group awaiting immunization in most countries. Formal authorizations for Moderna and Pfizer should follow soon, with the first shots in arms expected early next week. Ahead of the meeting, the FDA posted its independent analysis of the pharmaceutical companies' vaccines, deeming both safe and effective.
In our sports news, Northport Batang PR forward Arwin Santos was named as the PBA's Defensive Player of the Year by the league's press corps. Santos is set to receive the award during the PBA Press Corps Awards Night on June 21 at Novotel Manila, Araneta Center. This is the third time that Santos has won the Defensive Player of the Year, apart from his 2008 and 2011 award. Santos, at 41, is the oldest player to win the accolade given by the PBA beat. Meanwhile, Kai Soto has been practicing for the Sacramento Kings ahead of the 2022 NBA Rookie Draft. The Filipino center was among flyers alongside with Jacob Gilliard, Fats Russell, Yuan Macundo, Carlo Matkovic, and Yannick Enzosa, who work out for the Kings. Sacramento Kings will acquire the 4th overall pick in the upcoming draft set on June 23 in Brooklyn. Once drafted, Soto can make history as the first homegrown Filipino drafted to the NBA.
For entertainment updates, Netflix has given the green light to produce a reality competition series based on their mega-hit Korean show Squid Game, with the winner set to have the biggest cash prize in television history. Squid Game The Challenge will see 456 individuals compete in several games as they attempt to win the $4.56 million cash grand prize. Netflix said aspiring contestants from all around the world must be able to speak and understand English, but are allowed to speak other languages. And those were the top stories for tonight. You can visit our social media account, facebook.com/official Eurotv News for the latest and hottest updates. Once again, this has been Tricai Gajitos.
And I'm Alvin Pelobello. Thanks for watching Eurotv News Tonight. Your news, our business.
Hindi ako tumatag